Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you
Are
ready?
you ready?
Yes,
Okay.
we are. Okay.
Let's do a review on a Jack Daniels.
We got a Jack Daniels. Which Jack Daniels are we reviewing today?
Is it this Jack Daniels?
Oh, that's just the old number 7? No, I don't think so.
Is it this Jack Daniels?
Oh, the 150th anniversary. Keep going. Keep searching.
Is it this Jack Daniels?
Ooh, Gentleman Jack. That we've never reviewed it.
No, it's not that one though.
But it's not that one.
Is it this Jack Daniels?
Oh, we did review this.
Single
That's
barrel
a
no,
delicious one.
no. Okay.
Okay.
Is it this Jack Daniels?
Close. We're getting there. We're getting warmer. What one is that?
We're getting
number 2.
We're getting annoying. Is what we're getting.
Is it
this
number
one?
3?
No.
Pretty close. I think what
here
we're
we
going to
go.
finally review. Finally, we are finished with that little segment thing.
Oh,
Whatever.
what a hilarious skit that was.
Okay. Number 4, the Jess Gamble Master Distiller series. Stick around and watch us drink it. Trenny and C, drinking whiskey, describing all the flavors for you and me. Irish, Scotch, bourbon, and rye. If they like a bottle, they'll tell you why.
All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of Trenny and C. One thing that we like to do on Trenny and C is occasionally drink. Yeah. Another thing we like to do is add in some little segments.
We do like that.
Usually they're pretty stupid, and this one is no exception.
Yeah.
Just as stupid as usual. This one is called If Whiskey Were Celebrities.
And here's the little song for it.
What if whiskey was celebrity? What if whiskey was celebrity? Yeah. Celebrities.
Okay.
Whatever.
We'll make that up
Yeah.
after. Okay, so.
Hold on. So what we do in this segment,
Yeah.
just to explain it to people, is we compare a bottle of whiskey to a celebrity. We match them together and we say, this bottle is equal to this person for the following reason.
Yeah, it's like pairing food with whiskey, but it's celebrities with whiskey.
I'll warm you up.
Okay.
I'll get you warmed
Get us
up.
warmed up here.
This is an easy one. What if whiskey were celebrities? Number 1, Jim Beam. Jim Beam is like Lindsay Lohan. Nothing more timely than a Lindsay Lohan joke in 2017. Jim Beam is like Lindsay Lohan. They're both cheap.
No.
They're both a reddish-brown color. And they both go down easy.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Is she?
Just to kick things off.
She's alive still and everything?
I don't know.
Okay, what if whiskey were celebrities? Number 2 here. Barter House 20-year-old bourbon is like Betty White.
Okay.
They're both old. They were forgotten until recent years.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Old but lively spirits.
Right.
And they'll both be gone forever really soon. Ba-dum!
Give us another one.
Okay, I got another one here.
Don't worry, we only got like 2 each.
Two more. Okay. The Duke bourbon is like Kim Kardashian because expensive with lots of star power,
Yeah.
but cheap and gimmicky.
Right.
Enhancements have been made to make them look good. Both will be irrelevant soon with any luck.
That's also very true. Okay, and the final one. Everyone knows our most hated whiskey. I don't know if it's most hated or if it's just the worst whiskey.
It might be the worst whiskey, and it's hated by at least 50% of the people.
Oh, yeah. Rebel Yell is like Donald Trump.
He's, if you haven't heard of him, he's the president of the United States now.
And if you haven't heard of Rebel Yell, look it up. Rebel Yell is like Donald Trump. Both names make you cringe when you hear them.
Ooh, okay.
Both appear a tanned orangish color.
This is true.
Yeah. And finally, the majority of Americans hate them both. There you go. And that's how you play if whiskey were celebrity.
We're sorry if we just lost some subscribers there, but what are you going to do?
That was funny.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, let's get right back. Let's get to it.
Okay, so you bring it out.
This is the Jack Daniel's Master Distiller number 4. I'll do a little pour. You tell us a little something about this, a little history.
I'll do the bore. Okay, so Jess Gamble was the master distiller during 1964 to 1966.
I'm going to show a little picture of his face up there.
So only 2 years. He was the first distiller outside of the family of Jack Daniels.
Daniels's?
I guess. He's also the first person that wasn't from Lynchburg, Tennessee. And something interesting about the guy, he didn't drink.
What's the deal with how do you do that?
How do you have that job?
How do you become master distiller and you don't drink?
Anyway,
Must have just done the business side of things or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so he was the assistant to the distiller Lem. No, that's the wrong one. Lem Tully. He was the assistant to this guy for about 16 years, and then he was given the honor, kind of like an honorary master distiller, because he worked for them for so long, and he was only the distiller for 2 years. Anyways, they've made a honorary bottle of him, and this guy is bottled at 43%. There's no age statement like most of Jack Daniel's line. It is natural color, natural flavor, because it is. That's the rules. That's the rules in the United States.
Tennessee whiskey, bourbon.
And the price, we got this one for about $35 Canadian, and in the States it's approximately $25, give or take, whatever state you're in.
I'm going to give a little view of the bottle here, because it's a nice blue color. Nice blue borders here, some accents. This particular one says number ACU 6244. So that's some kind of a serial number for this bottle here. Ours will be worth nothing very soon. Well, it's already worth nothing because we've opened it. So
yeah. So one thing with these bottles, the whole series, we're not sure, and we would like it if you could tell us what the difference is in the actual whiskey going into the bottle. Because there's not a heck of a lot of a difference in nose and flavor to this guy. But I think they are kind of collectibles more so than anything, which is cool.
Well, let's dive into her.
Okay, color.
We always, at Trenny and C, we always do color, nose, taste, finish, and viscosity.
Yep.
And then we normally score each whiskey, but for the Master Distiller series, we've never assigned a score to them. We are still going to talk about each of the 5 categories, we're just not going to score it.
Right. Okay, so let's get to color.
So color, I think it is a bit more copperish than the usual Jack Daniels. I almost feel like the usual Jack Daniels has a little bit more of a red tinge to it.
Yeah, this is more like a dirty old penny.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Okay, nose on this guy. It does have that classic Jack Daniels nose to it, where it is the bananas and kind of gluey, sort of
little ethanol-y.
New oak, new virgin oak. However, it does have this kind of hint of darker fruits in there.
Yeah, and I've got some, the usual caramels and vanillas are coming out in this. But, I don't know, there is a little bit, the 2 times that when we first unboxed it, and then now, it does have some kind of an aroma that's a bit, I don't know, off-putting.
I'm finding it off-putting.
Yeah, kind of like a bit of a, I don't know, there is some kind of a stench to it a little bit. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying it's bad overall, but it has some kind of a weird thing that keeps kind of.
Well, there is something that I found with the single barrel recently that that it just put me off for a while. But I won't even mention the note that I got out of it because it might put you off.
Well, every once in a while, from a Jack Daniel's product, I get a little bit of a what is that?
So, anyway. But I do find there is some dark cherry kind of notes in this one.
Well,
the bananas again. A little bit of the vanilla, as you mentioned. It's just got all the classic flavors. It's a little bit more in-depth because it's bottled at 43% instead of the usual 40%, 80 proof.
Let's taste it.
Yeah.
I was really knocked back by how sweet I felt that it was.
It is kind of pretty sweet.
When it really arrived super sweet, but then it also had more of a cherryish flavor than I'm used to from Jack Daniels. From Jack Daniels, I often get that kind of that walnut is a bit of a dominant flavor in there.
True.
But here it was more so, there was some kind of a cherry, vanilla, brown sugar, caramel.
And it's funny, instead of the walnut, because walnut is such a savory flavor, it does still have a savory thing going on, but it's more of a herbal thing than a, you know, and not completely, it's like a little bit of the spices, like classic nutmeg and cinnamon and stuff like that, but it's more woody herbal to it, but it's sweetness.
Yeah, I'm still looking at the color, and it looks a little bit more on that dark brown side than the usual that has a bit of a red tinge anyway.
It also has a little bit of a dark or a chocolate covered raisin thing going on. It doesn't need water, as far as I'm concerned. It's really, really easy to drink, even at that little higher percentage.
Super mild and easy drinking.
Yeah. Okay, so finish. It finishes like a dry Earl Grey tea, but it's also swift, and you can just kind of keep going for more. Keep pouring that bottle in there.
Yeah. I got a lot of the almond extract kind of thing, which is almond extract kind of sometimes has this weird cherryish kind of thing going on too, and that kind of keeps happening. Yeah, kind of keeps happening on the finish for me. Mild nut. And this is a little bit where the walnut arrives for me, is right at the end. Yeah. But it is a nice finish. It's
swift.
It's easy,
it's nice. It's drying. It is. It's very much that more kind of thing.
Yeah. No. Bring me some more.
As for the viscosity, it is light oils. There's nothing. It is very natural tasting. However,
it's not particularly gluey or sticky.
No. But, I mean, if you compare it to, say, like a single malt scotch, a lot of single malt scotches aren't as syrupy as most bourbon styles. So it is higher in that way, but it is a light feeling spirit at the same time.
And, so I guess in conclusion here, if we're ready to wrap this thing up, if you're a Jack Daniels collector, I mean, it's interesting. It's kind of fun to get each one of these balls. They're slightly different, and I think the flavors are slightly different in each one, but they're not overwhelmingly different.
No, so. we have done side-by-sides, and there are, like, slight sweetnesses heightened, or slight savories heightened.
Yeah, but
it's not
vastly different.
Not vastly different.
But for the price, you can afford at $30, you can afford to collect these or drink one and put one away. Totally doable at $30. I mean, you're going to pay more than twice that for an average scotch.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is really drinkable and really good.
Yeah. We are Jack Daniels fans, so...
Yeah. Anyway, that's all we have to say today.
So thank you for tuning in, and subscribe below, and check us out on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff. We're everywhere. We're all over the place.
We are.
Trenny and C.